Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the Mean Machine Snowmobile Shop. So, down here in the shop, it's early morning. So, I thought I would take a minute, guys, to show you some differences between the TX, the Polaris TX, TXL clutches, the closed face, to a P85. And, you know, what you can do if you need to, if you have long bore TX or TXL crank and you want to switch it over, I'm going to show you what you can do in just a little trick. So let's get right into it this morning. Okay, everyone, so here we have the newer style P85 clutch, and to the right is one of the TX clutches I have. And basically, I showed you what a P85, you know, we broke one all down the other day. And so, yeah, guys, this is it. They still go together the same. The differences is a lot of these here don't have the nut. So you have to lock tight the spider. This one, the spider is out of it right now, but this is just for illustrations, guys. I do have a spider sitting on the bench here, you know, so they're all fit. The spiders will fit right in. You know, the P85, they kind of look the same. As you can see, you got your towers here and here, but the screw holes are different as far as the size goes, and it takes a a metal bushing as compared to a fiber bushing, and it also has, well, they both have these, but this one's a little bit different as far as how it goes in the clutch. So if I was to put this on, this actually, it goes underneath, guys, but you get the idea. It would go underneath the cover. And that's it. I mean, and then you use tiny screws. So actually, I'm going to show you guys one that I have that's all together. Okay, so this is actually TX. It's for my 340 actually. Clutch it. It's all built. It's all together. It's one I'm going to try when we get it together. The closed face thing doesn't bother me. You know, like I said, relatively they're the same, except for on the TXL or TX clutches, this is ribbed, okay? Whereas on the P85s, they're smooth. So that's, you know, because you have a fiber bushing in these, and these have like a copper bushing in them. So there's a little difference there as well, but these all still have the X's and still have to line up if I didn't mention it before. Okay, so these both look like the same clutch, right? Well, actually, I'll take the clutch bolt out of here. Oh, I'll leave that in there for now. That's just the bushing for the clutch bolt. But actually, guys, these clutches are different. So, what I did was, you see where this is ribbed right here? Okay. So what I done is I took a P85 and I knocked the fiber bushing out of it and I put the copper bushing in it. That's only because so I can run the open face on the top. Now, I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to hear it. See it. I say hear it. I was going to say you guys probably can hear Pepper Jack in the background. Alright, so guys, this takes, and there he goes. This is for the short bore crank. So I'm just using this as an illustration, guys. So it stops right there. See how far that goes? See where my thumb is? End of my thumb. Okay, so this goes on your regular you know, Indy 500, 340, 440, 30 mil taper crank. So this one, let's see how far this one goes in. Okay, so there's a considerable difference, okay? So guys, you probably can't see in there. Let me see if I can get a flashlight here and I can kind of show you the difference. Okay, see how far that is in there, guys? That's quite a ways. That's because these are for the long bore cranks, okay? On the PTO side. Now you look in here, you see how much considerable shorter it is? I hope you can see it. That's the difference, okay? So when you guys see, you know, closed face one will give it away, but if you see this here, that'll automatically tell you that that's for a long bore clutch on a Polaris. The other thing, guys, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's no nut. You don't have this nut on those. So what you have to do is you have to Loctite your spider, and it's fine. It doesn't bother. But what I did, like I said, is in the basket here on your movable shiv, I knocked the fiber bushing out and I put a copper bushing in. I had one here somewhere. I don't know if I can find it. Yeah, I can. So this is what they look like right here, okay? This one isn't much good. But these go in this, if you change it over and want to run the open face, which I know some guys do, you can remove you have to put this, you have to remove the fiber bushing, you have to use this copper bushing, okay? Because if not, if you run the fiber bushing on this here, that'll eat that bushing right up because it is rigid. And you'll have pretty much failure all the way around on your clutch. So like I said, guys, this is just for illustration purposes, but this is a P85. This looks like a P85. Hang on, guys. I'm shaking you all around, but I set this other clutch over here. I'm trying to hold it one-handed. Okay. And that's just a regular TX clutch. And this has the copper bushing in it. It's got the ridges on the bottom, see? So this one's all set to go with what I want in it for weight. To try anyway. This one here definitely is all set to go. And has what I want in it. And it's for the long bore clutch. Both these clutches here are for the long bore cranks. And this is just your typical P85 clutch. So there's some just differences there and some things that you can do. Now, you don't have to switch them over. I only did it so that if I wanted to change a weight, I actually can just, if I was at the track, I can just get a regular screwdriver. I can pick this up, see, and that'll release that a little bit, and I can swap the weights around without even have to pull it off the sled. That's one of the advantages. Was this one here, if I want to change weights, I got to pull all these screws out, pull this off, and change weights. It's just, it's just more of convenience by switching it over. But I have no problem using these clutches whatsoever. So what I normally do, guys, is if I'm going to run the closed face, which I do run them, I'll set up, I'll set up each clutch maybe with a different spring and a different style of weight, or, a heavier weight or a lighter weight or whatever I choose to do. Then if I don't like how my sled's going, I'll just pop this off, and then I'll just pop another one right back on that's all set to go. Then that's how I do that. With these ones here, yes, I do have, with these ones here, the regular P85s, normally I'll do the same thing. But if I like my engagement, but I'm not liking the weight, maybe I want to lighten it up, I'll just, pry these up. Then I'll take the clutch off at all, and that's it. If I'm kind of in a hurry between heats or whatever, pull these out and away we go. So guys, that's just a kind of a a quick overview of, you know, the similarities and what you can do with these clutches. I didn't, you know, switching these over, you know, like the one in the middle, switching that over from the fiber bushing to the copper bushing and putting it in a P85, there's a little bit of machine work, but I did not, and maybe we'll do one, because I want to do another one, so maybe in the future we'll show that, we'll bring it over on the lathe. And also, guys, real quick, if you can see, I've shaved these a little bit and done some work to these clutches, some modifications. But they're all balanced and they all go good. I've been doing it for years. So guys, we'll get into some of that too. But anyways, I just kind of wanted to show you some things that you can do. I did not learn like I said, I started to say, the copper bushing and the fiber bushing trick. A relative of mine showed me that, so I don't take credit for it. He did, and he's quite clever anyway. And he showed me a lot, so, you know, I do give credit to him. So, anyways, and he's, you know, he's kind of known around the local area. And he is definitely a Polaris guru, and, you know, he mentored me into doing a lot of this stuff. I remember when I first started, I really didn't have much of a clue, but I paid attention, and he took the time and showed me what to do. And then as I got on, you know, as years passed, you know, I kind of started picking it up. And, but yeah. So anyways, thanks a lot for tuning in this morning, guys. I think we're going to be jumping on the 343 here and doing a little bit more on that. So stay tuned for that. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and may God bless.